So Calgary Police Service is investigating a series of break-and-enters that have occurred throughout the city since Monday, April 15th, right through to recently here, May 15th. We believe there's been at least 25 break-and-enters that have been committed in a number of communities, including Charleswood, Haysboro, Bridgeland, Rundle, and Tuscany, and there could be others. What's concerning for us is that 14 of those beanies have been committed overnight, which means the residents of the home have been in there sleeping when this beanie has occurred. In some of the cases, this person has forced entry into the homes, but in other cases, he has gone in through open screen doors or unlocked doors. Typically, cash, electronics, anything of value that's been left laying around has been taken, but what's unique about this fellow is if he finds keys, he will take a vehicle as well. So there's been at least 6 vehicles that have been stolen from these various beanies. And they've been recovered, some, not all, but have been recovered near where another beanie has happened. So it looks like that's the way he's getting around the city. We believe that all of these offenses are linked. We're working on a couple of suspects, but in the meantime, especially with the long weekend here, we want to make sure that Calgarians are aware of this fellow. Keep an eye out for him. He is described as a Caucasian male, approximately 30 years old, 5'8" tall. With a medium build. He is unique in that he's described as being quite scruffy in appearance, and he has yellow stained teeth. So what we're suggesting, the precautionary measures that you would typically have around your house, make sure your doors are locked, especially the garage doors in between the garage and the house. Nice warm weather, screen doors, make sure they're locked, or at least have something in the track so that they can't be opened up. More importantly, make sure that if you see somebody suspicious hanging around the neighborhood, doesn't look like they belong, acting funny, or a vehicle that you haven't seen in the neighborhood that just is out of place as well, either give us a call at 266-1234, or you can call Crime Stoppers.
Are you able to say why you think they're all related? Why is one offender?
We have had witness accounts. In fact, there was at least one situation where we believe some residents of a community actually spoke to this fellow. And he was just hanging around the neighborhood. They started chatting with him. There was a conversation, and then after they left, a beanie happened within close proximity to that. And so the description that we've had from the few witnesses that have given us one, they seem to be very similar. So we're assuming just by the fact that with 14 nighttime, which are a little unique, and then a total of 25 with similar MOs of what's taken or how they're getting into them, or the fact that some vehicles are being stolen, that we believe they might be linked. So at this point, we have investigators from various districts who have been working independently on these files now have all come together, and they all believe this is the work of one fellow. So we just want Calgarians to be aware and keep an eye out for him.
Is there any other patterns out there in terms of how he's getting in?
Not so far. Typically with B&E people, they're looking for the easiest target. So anything that folks can do to target harden their home or their vehicle, it's important. That can be alarms, that can be lighting, that can just be ensuring that your locks are engaged when you're home and out in the backyard. Don't assume that just because you're in your yard that somebody might not be breaking in through the front door. With vehicles, make sure there's not valuables in plain sight. Keep those locked, but also important to take out any remote devices that might open up a garage door, because in some cases that's how entry is being made, through a garage door opener, access to the house. The door between the house and the garage is unlocked. So they will look through a neighborhood, identify a home that seems to be an easier target than another home, and those are the ones they're going for. So I think we all have a responsibility to try to target harden as best as we can, but most importantly, for each other, keep an eye out for somebody like this or a suspicious vehicle.
Does it seem rare that someone would seem like this confident in committing this many break-and-enters in this short period of time?
It's not uncommon. I think I believe it was last year, the year before, that we arrested a person who was good for over 200 beanies. So oftentimes what will happen is there'll be a certain level of confidence that goes along with as you commit these crimes. We don't know what the motive is right now, so there could be other motivating factors as they're not really considering the risk that there's a need to break in and take items for cash or for whatever reason. So To see a person that, and again, these may not all be connected, this is more for public awareness than anything, but to see somebody doing a number of break-ins, one right after the other, is not uncommon.
Do you know the name of this guy, or you just know of him?
No, we just know, just what we have so far is the description, no names yet.
Is there any sense that it's escalating at all in terms of these kind of more confidence?
Well, at this point, we believe in one case, he was confronted by the homeowners, and he left right away. But that is always a risk, especially on a nighttime B&E when people are home. And so that takes a certain degree of risk into consideration when you're going to break into a home in the middle of the night when there's a high likelihood people are home. So, you know, you never know, and that's why it's really important that if you do see this person or confront this person, you don't take matters into your own hand. Be a good witness. Call us right away, because at this point, no, they haven't escalated to anything other than a B&E and theft. But, you know, 20/20 hindsight, I would rather we take precautions not to see it escalate, so everybody can do that if they do see him.